Welcome to Pastor Andrew's Inspirations. If you enjoy these videos, please click on the red subscribe button below and the bell for more. Welcome to our online church, a congregation made up of many from around the world. No offering is necessary. Subscribing and watching videos will keep us alive under God's watchful eyes. Today we will be learning about the historical region of Judea, Part 1. Judea is a historical and geographical region in the Levant. Firstly known for its mountainous terrain surrounding Jerusalem. It is currently part of the Israel West Bank. The name Judea is also used to refer to the ancient Jewish kingdom of Judah and a Roman province of the same name. We will be covering all the aspects of Judea. Recapping what I said a minute ago, Judea is a mountainous region of the Levant, traditionally dominated by the city of Jerusalem. It is now part of Israel and the West Bank. The name's usage is historic, having been used in ancient times and still into the present day. It originates from Yehudah, the Hebrew name of the tribe called Judah in English. Yehudah was a son of Jacob, who was later given the name Israel, and whose sons jointly headed the 12 tribes of Israel. Yehudah's progeny among the Israelites formed the tribe of Judah, with whom the kingdom of Judah is linked. Related titles continued to be used under the rule of the Babylonians and the Persians in the Yehudah province, the Greeks in the Hasmonean kingdom, and the Romans in the Herodian kingdom, and the province of Judea. Under the Hasmoneans, the Herodians, and the Romans, the term was applied to an area larger than Judea of earlier periods. In the aftermath of the Bar Kokhba revolts, 132 to 136 CE, the Roman province of Judea was renamed Syria Palestina or Palestina. The term Judea was used by English speakers for the hilly internal part of mandatory Palestine. Most of the region of Judea was embodied into what the Jordanians called the West Bank. Though Yehudah is the Hebrew term used for the area in modern Israel, since the region was seized and occupied by Israel in 1967. The Israel government in the 20th century used the term Judea as part of the Israel managerial district. Judea and Samaria area for the region that is normally specified as the West Bank of the Jordan River. The etymology is very interesting. The name Judea is a Greek and Roman conversion of the Hebrew name Yehudah or Judah, which originally enclosed the territory of the Israelite tribe of the name and later of the ancient kingdom of Judah. Nimrod Tablet K 3751, dated 733 BCE, is the earliest known extra-biblical record of the name Judah, written in Assyrian cuneiform as Yodea or Kuriata. Judea was sometimes used as the name for the entire region, including parts beyond the River Jordan. In 200 CE, Sextus Julius Africanus died by Eusebius's church history, described Nazara or Nazareth as a village in Judea. The King James Version of the Bible refers to the region as Jewry. Judea was a name used by English speakers for the hilly internal part of Mandatory Palestine until the Jordanian rule of the area in 1948. For example, the borders of the two states to be established, according to the UN's 1947 petition project, were officially reported using the terms Judea and Samaria, and in its reports to the League of Nations Mandatory Committee. As in 1937, the geographical terms employed were Samaria and Judah, or Samaria and Judea. Jordan called the area the West Bank. Yehudah is the Hebrew term used for the area in modern Israel, since the region was seized and occupied by Israel in the 1967 Six-Day War. Next, we'll talk about the historical boundaries. The Judean mountains, or Judean hills, are a mountain range in the West Bank. And Israel, where Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Haran, and several other biblical sites are located. The mountains reach a height of 3,366 feet. The Judean mountains can be divided into a number of subregions, including the Mount Haran Ridge, the Jerusalem Ridge, and the Jordan Slopes. The Judean mountains formed the heartland of the kingdom of Judah from 930 to 586 BCE, where the earliest Jewish settlements emerged, and from which Jews are originally descended. Now let's talk about the geography. The Judean mountains are part of a more extended range that runs in a north-south direction. The ridge consists of the Samarian hills in its northern part and of the Judean mountains in its southern part. The two segments meeting at the latitude of Ramallah. The westward fall from the hard limestone country of the Judean mountains towards the coastal plain is by way of an extensive trough or a ditch cut through chalk, followed by the low, rolling, soft limestone hills of the Shephelah, while eastwards the landscape falls steeply towards the Jordan Rift Valley. The southern end of the mountain range is at Beersheba, in the northern part of the Negev, where the mountains slope down into the Beersheba area valley. The average height of the Judean mountains is of 2,953 feet, and they enclose the cities of Ramallah, Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and Hebron. The northern section of the Judean mountains is referred to as Jerusalem Hills, and the southern as Hebron Hills. The Judean mountains were heavily forested in antiquity. The range is mostly composed of terra rosa soils over hard limestone. The folding is the central utterance of the Syria arc bayet of artificial folding that began in the late Cretaceous period in Northeast Africa and Southwest Asia. What about the geology? In paleontology of Judea, the Judean mountains are the surface utterance of a series of monoclinic folds which trend north-northwest through Israel. This was the historical region of Judea, Part 1. Please stay tuned for Part 2. Adonai Nisi, the Lord is our banner. Remember, if you like these videos, please click on the red subscribe button below and the bell for more. God's blessings be upon this message and us all.